Hello again YouTube, Mad Dog here. Welcome back to my channel. So, quick little video tonight, and tonight's offering is a quick look round these. These are the Fire UFO fire starters from RJ Bushcraft. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So what we've got here are some handmade fire starting tinders from a company called RJ Bushcraft up in Bonnie, Scotland. There they go, the Fire UFOs. I've done a video previously showing the RJ Bushcraft boomsticks. I'll put a link for RJ's shop and store in the description box below as always. Please go and check them out, support our local businesses. It's always good to do that. So I've just opened the packet already. You get 5 in a packet of these little fire UFOs, whether that's unidentified flying object or unidentified fire object. I don't know, but it's a cool little name. And they're these wax impregnated cotton discs. Like I say, you get 5 in a pack. I have already tried one and coincidentally I'm going to do a little plug here for my own merchandise. Whilst this is a review of RJ's stuff, Redneck J, highly recommend his stuff. It's very neatly produced, very smartly packaged, at a good price as well. I'm also going to do a quick little plug for my eBay shop, because I do actually sell a very similar item. So if you're interested in any of these, more locally to where you may be, if you're like me in the Midlands, I'm in the Derby area, then please go and check my channel out as well. I will put a link to my eBay shop below. But without taking away from RJ's product and stealing his thunder, what I'm going to do is take one of these discs. I have experimented with one of his, and they are comparable to mine in the fact that they all have a burn time of between 7 and 9 minutes, depending on the conditions. You can light these up using a ferro rod or a standard conventional lighter. And basically, I'll show you the method here. What you do is you take your little disc. Let me get the pan you down here a little ways, because the lighting in here is terrible. I don't know if that's much better, to be honest. But little disc, and basically the way I find works best is simply fold it sort of in half, and then in half again, so that you've created a spine, if you like, in the centre. Just twist it about a bit, which opens up the fibres inside. You can tear one end if you like. Hopefully, as you can see there, you can see the fibres open now, and that should take a spark quite readily. And what I found when I've been experimenting with my tinders as well as RJ's is you can then stand that in your fire lay, and once it's lit with your ferrocerium rod, it draws air in from underneath. It spreads a lot more quickly, because you need a couple of minutes of burn time to get these fully established to their optimum performance, and then you're good to go. You can build your fire from that. The reason I find this best, like I say, I do produce a similar tinder myself on my eBay shop, and I'll be honest with you, whether it's mine or RJ's, they're very, very effective, well worth carrying in your kit, in my opinion. Because they're wax impregnated, they come waterproof, and they're very light. They take no room up. I mean, you know, these things are wafer thin. They're very light. So I'm going to go outside now, get my fire pit cracked up. It is quite miserable out there today, to be honest. It's been raining somewhat, and it's quite windy and gusty, so I'm going to try and do it in between gusts of wind. But you know, we'll give it a fair crack of the whip, and let's see what happens. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So I'm outside now, as you can see. Fire pit to the right of me. As you can see, the ground quite wet and muddy, as is the fire lay inside my fire pit. It is what it is. As you can probably hear, it's quite windy still, but that has subsided somewhat, so we'll crack on. So I've got one of RJ's fire discs. I've got my Mora 511 and a little BCB ferro rod fire lighter, you know. So just let me pan you down here a little ways a minute. What I've got also is a little bundle of kindling, and I've put it on these two ramps here just to raise it off the wet floor to keep it dry somewhat. What I'm going to do is take one of them sticks and put the fire UFO just over the top of that, purely so I can lift it and move it into the fire pit once it's lit. So what I'm going to do now is, in fact, just let me take the knife, and I'm just going to open the fibres up a little ways more here, because, you know, preparation is everything with fire lighting, as you guys and lasses well know. The old army adage of the 7 P's definitely applies here. For those of you that don't know that, proper planning and preparation prevents wee poor performance. I'm not going to cuss and swear, it's a family channel, I'm keeping it somewhat clean. So anyways, okay, so I've opened the fibres up a little bit more, just pan it down here a little ways more, and as you can probably hear, the rain's coming down nicely now, right on cue, but we'll carry on anyways. That's what we do. So some sparks if I can. Oops. Actually cut that in half then. Okay, we'll take what we've got, transfer the flame across. Okay, so they're sort of going. I'm going to move them now swiftly to the fire pit. That's my bad. We'll just give it a minute to establish. Let me move this camera over here a minute, please excuse me. Okay, we're going to give that disc a minute to establish before we smother it to death with tinder, you know, kindling rather. I'm just going to start to place some fine stuff in and around that flame. Like I say, I'm not going to smother it. You can probably hear the flame spitting and farting somewhat, and that's getting rid of the raindrops that are falling on it. So it's good conditions to test these things out. I'll leave that for a minute to get going, because like I say, they do take a couple of minutes to come on point. Please bear with me, I'm doing it real time with no editing at this point. I'm showing it how it is, to include my mistake of breaking it in half whilst I was lighting it up. Put these back in my pocket for another day. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to slowly start introducing a few very light sticks at the moment. Nothing major, because like I say, the fire starter itself still isn't up to, you know, optimum operation, let's say. It's just starting to come good now. So that being said, introduce a few more light sticks. These will burn for, like I said before, I think 7 to 9 minutes, depending on your conditions that you're operating in. But they are effective. I mean, if I can get it going here on the ground and it is wet, you know, and I'm no expert, I'm only playing at this, so I don't ever claim to be anything other than an amateur bushcrafter. So if I can do it, anybody can do it basically. It's not rocket science. The key with fire preparation, in my opinion, is a little bit of patience. Don't rush, take your time. Do it right once, rather than having to do it 3 or 4 times badly. I mean, it's really coming down now. I don't know if this is picking up or, but it is raining quite profusely now. And it doesn't take long, as you can see. What we're on now, 5 minutes in, so 2 minutes of that is me faffing about, another 2 minutes of me faffing about, and the last couple of minutes of a roaring fire, so that's not bad all in. So again, that's RJ Bushcraft's UFO firelighting tinder. It is comparable to mine. I will do a review of my version of that. I call them the Mad Dog biscuits, my version of this. But like I say, sticking with RJ stuff, please go check his shop out, show him some support and love. You know, if you go over there, let him know that Mad Dog sent you. Yeah. Very effective, as you can see, and it is quite miserable tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to get my ass in the dry now and have a brew. Stay safe out there, enjoy your weekend, take care. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.